It says I'm on air, but I'll go ahead and put myself into a chat party so that I can, you know, the audio is a bit more clear. Oh, and another thing. Oh well. But today I will have my fan on, so if you guys hear that, if it gets annoying, then that's that. But anyway, guys, so what's going on? Today's video is going to be part 3 to my Borderlands 1 video. We're going ahead and we're playing Borderlands. We're playing Borderlands 1 with Lilith, and today I want to show you guys a build I got. So today we have the Shredder Tsunami, or a Tsunami variant, which by the way is not the best variant in the game. I'm sure there are better variants out there. Okay. Anyway, this build I got going here is pretty okay. It's not the best build. We're trying to actually go ahead and get ourselves a good grenade mod. I have here the Nemesis and the Pearl Justice. So, and why did I pick the Pearl Justice, you may ask? Well, I mean, shit, dog. I mean, it adds 200 plus melee, and if we go over here, it's gonna add 25 melee plus corrosive damage. So if I melee with that weapon, it's going to be excessive. Plus today we're going to be grinding for our proficiencies for SMGs and pistols, as well as every other proficiency in the game. I don't really fuck with RPGs in this game. Secondly, I have a shield that will have quick health regeneration, and it has a high capacity. This has got to be the best class mod in the game, in my opinion. 60+% SMG damage. So you can only imagine if I get that there proficiency to like 50. You know, as you guys can see, this is at 50 and it does like 48% weapon damage plus 102 reload and 153 accuracy. You can just imagine if I get a good class mod or a better version of this that increases the number to like, I don't know, 75% weapon damage or SMG damage, plus 3 in Quicksilver, which basically means I shoot faster, faster fire rate. 3 in high velocity, and high velocity essentially increases my bullet velocity and bullet damage, so that's plus another 5. Another 3, so it's doing a little bit more than this, I presume. So, yeah. Now my only problem with this is that it's got a very, very ridiculous it's just and no need to mod, man, this is all legit here. I'm sure there's better SMGs in the game besides the Tsunami, but I prefer the Tsunami. Yeah, these here pistols don't do very well, but then again, I'm lacking the proficiency required. This pistol does 1,000 something, so individual targets rather, it's pretty good. Watch the Tsunami just shred. Like, oh my god. It's such an amazing weapon. My build's pretty good, I would say, and the fact that it's not even topped out either, it's just the beginning. I will end up having health regeneration grenades to top it off. You know, for that ultimate top off. Because I'm going for a good, efficient health regeneration kind of thing. The capacity to my shield is at 3,153, which is excessively high, actually, for a shield capacity. I figured we'd have it that way so that, you know, I can focus on my health regeneration, so it's going to take a little longer to build. This build should be good enough to destroy Borderlands. I remember that this gun does 3 elements. It does, not 2 elements in one regular projectile, because it has corrosive, electric, and a regular bullet, so it's going to do a good ×3. Just remember that. This build just pops out so perfect, man. There's not another build out there I think that works for me as well. I don't really want to try another build really. Though, however, you know, this is for Lilith. You know, max level 69. What am I gonna do, kind of thing? Well, you know, and to be honest with you guys, this is, in my opinion, the most definitive build out there. Combine that with health regeneration grenades, and you won't need another medikit, you know. So Atlas, the Titan class mod. What? Is that for Brick? I don't think that's for Lilith. I don't think it's just, yeah. Is there maximum health plus safeguard and 2 health regeneration? The Titan. You know what, man? I should probably go farm one of those for Brick one day. Oh, I could have kept it, but you know. Well. And, you know, and if you think about it like this, the corrosive element worked as slag, so combine that with shock and a regular bullet, plus, you know, any and all buffs I get from this here weapon, the Tsunami. Oh, like, guys, this build shreds, man. So anyway, you guys may say, well, SM. Or Broken Gamer, or whatever you want to call me. Well, how does this build get better? Is there a way to improve it? And I say, well, yes there is. And that's by topping out your weapon proficiency. Getting those to 50. That's what makes this build good. And why is that? Because, I mean, shit, dude. I don't know what else to tell you guys, but whenever your weapon proficiencies are super high, they tend to increase the status performance of your weapons of that category. And the beautiful thing about upgrading my pistols, it does pistols and revolvers at the same time. Which means that if I can get these all topped out, these are good little secondary weapons to throw in. I mean, shit, the Nemesis is a good shock weapon. And this is a good, like, heavy damage weapon that could possibly deal, I don't know. Let's actually look. So this at 25 does 24% weapon damage. So assuming it gets to 50, I'll be doing 45% more. 45% of 1,000 is, so, I don't know, 400 something. At least I'd assume, so that's like 400 extra damage. Which, by the way, guys, 200 damage at this point in the game is pretty standard, so going double that's pretty much topping out, yo. considering also that, let's see what else you get from this. You get reload speed and accuracy. So assuming that, because this only holds 2 shots, so my reload speed is going to be excessive. And you know what? I may end up ditching this gun if I find one that has bigger capacity. And better stats in general. I mean, if they have a ×2 variant of this with more capacity, dude, 1,000 times 2 is like, what, 2,000? So, of course it's under 2,000, but regarding the 45% weapon buff increase, so the 400 apiece, that's 800, plus a critical hit, nearly dealing possibly 3,000 damage, which in this game is fucking ridiculous, y'all. But obviously it's not much now because this is all in theory. So that would mean I need to get a better weapon, and that is it. Now that is even if there is a ×2 variant of that with bigger capacity, which I also don't believe exists. It's just too much of a perfect thing to where we'll see if I get one. Then well, shit, man. I guess there's no arguing with that. Maybe there's one with like 1,852 ×2. That would just be ridiculous. I'd be doing over 4,000 damage at that point. Or at least upwards close to nearing that. Because it would be ×2 plus the critical hit. That would, yeah, that would near like 4,200-ish. I'd assume, off the top of my head. Not that I'm actually a super god at math. But, well, you know what, we're just gonna hop out of this vehicle, man. I want to kill this APC with my, and I went down instantly. Oh man, that's absolutely terrible. Fathoms, deep fathoms. I don't want to go here. Reconstruction costs so much money. That's why Hyperion's so rich, is the reconstruction machines. T-Bone Junction at 10 kilometers. Scooter's full service garage. This is where the cars live. Get you one. So before, why is there a doll sign? Is Scooter in debt to Doll? Does Doll? Yo, I think Doll owns the rights to the Catcher Ride machines. I think that's their product. I wonder how that really works. Jacob's Cove. So this is, oh, hey Justin. Oh, hey TJ. I know that guy. It's on my friends list. Stash your crap. Here we go. Like I said, guys, this build's 100% amazing. And none of this shit's modded either. I do have modded equipment, however, don't get me wrong, this build is not modded. Because the Tsunami is a legit gun that you can obtain in the game. Now, obviously, I need to increase my weapon proficiencies for my SMGs. Oh, I got it to 40. Who are you talking to? Literally you. Literally anybody willing to watch this is who I'm talking to. And I'm going over my Borderlands 2 build. Actually, as a matter of fact, why don't I just invite you to the party? Ugh, I have to go through 1,000 friends to find one. Ugh. Why do I have so many friends? Well, TJ, I invited you to the party if you want to join. Although this is a very helpful video, I'm gonna say. Not even trying to brag either. Like, I'm literally being honest. This is possibly the most helpful Borderlands 2 video. For a Lilith build at starring 69. Well, starring level 69, so you can't do this without being at this level because the equipment you can obtain. By the way, guys, I just want to emphasize, if we look here, this is a level 59 tsunami. Okay, which means that there are better versions out there. I'm not even on the game. Oh. So, you're not even playing the PS... You should play the PS4. Are you doing something? Yo, you should get on because, like, nobody else is on. I mean, Zamari's on. Zamari and Logan are on. PB isn't on yet. At some point, you should get on. And like I said, man, you don't want to get hit by those APCs because the Crimson Lancers will instantly down you, unless you're brick. Which in that case is pretty obvious as to why. T-Bone Junction? Oh. Okay, well maybe dying was my best option because now it takes me here, which is exactly where I was going. But yeah, so anyway, what you guys want to do... Now, farming for Pearl Essence in this game is a total bitch. Really, you want to kill badass desperados and stuff. Now, the rules as to farming for these guns, the Pearl Essence, which are these beautiful blues, I don't fully know the rules to them yet, to be honest with you guys. I don't know, in other words, what I mean is I'm not really sure as to if you have to be... if you have to kill the enemies. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm not sure if you have to do it within the DLC or without it, but I'm not sure if you could, you know, kill, let's say, an Atlas soldier in Old Haven, where you can just farm for days. I'm not sure if one will drop then, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Though here, I will try it though. I will definitely try it. But I'm going to a very late game area to go kill some guardians for some weapon proficiencies, because that is the most efficient way to get weapon proficiencies in the game, is to kill the guardians. So that's exactly what we're gonna go do. Or I can go kill a rat guy. But yeah, I really want to work on my pistols because, you know, this right here is a prime example of a very overpowered handgun. It does 1,000 damage. As you guys know, 1,000 in this game is a lot. So that 3,000 there shield capacity is pretty ridiculous. Plus the fact that it regenerates my health, and which also I need to buy a transfusion grenade so that I can throw my grenade and it will actually go gather health. It will steal health from enemies and in turn give me back health.
I've got an opportunity for you. Come see me at my place in T-Bone Junction.
So let's see, type to end. What is this? Hang on. I'm distracted right now. I want to see what this is all about. Titan's End. The Arid Badlands. Oh. This place? I'm not getting on the game. Oh. Why would that be? Ah, the trash coast. Now this is a cool spot. Because we will farm ourselves a archive. Ah, you're at your friend's house. For a second there I got worried. I thought you were going to say something along the lines of, this time I threw my PS4 off my roof or something. There we go, the archive. Pistol proficiency boosted up twice, so let's see it now. 27% handgun damage. That's honestly not all that bad. Now what you want to do, that's what I believe you do to farm this, is you run out. Actually, I think I'm just going to go, you know, that boss fight takes a little while. Of course, though, it is a pretty good one. It does boost your proficiencies up. The ultimate method, the definitive method, is to farm the different guardians and the angelic ruin. Not the, wait, can I farm them in the angelic ruins? If so, that is what I will do. Oh shit, we got it. go. Actually, we don't have to, but I really want to get back to farming. See, ain't nothing compared to what I got. By the way, I got this, most of this equipment from farming Cromerax, except my Tsunami and my Nemesis. I got those from, I got my Nemesis from a Crimson Lance chest, and I got my Tsunami from farming the Badass and Enemies in the General Knox DLC. So. However, though, I did get the pistol, the shield, and the class mod from farming Cromerax, which is a very illegitimate method of farming him too. I use a modded gun. As you guys can see, this gun it does excessive damage, and I could make it part of my build, although I'm not going to. So I'll make this gun part of my build. It is an honest gun, and it does plus it does 329 damage plus 73% of that. So that plus the, let's see, the 48% on top of that. So I mean, it's pretty good. Plus 200 reload speed, 153 accuracy. I cannot wait. I mean, look at this, man. 84% reload speed. My God. By the way, this Atlas gun right here is no joke either. This gun will shred. Because think about it. If it's 300 damage, that would mean... Well, let's calculate this real quick. Okay. So, if this gun does 329 damage plus 70% of that, that's gonna be upwards like what? Maybe around, I don't know. 73% of 200 is 300 is like 200 and something, like 225 or something like that. So that's like 500 damage right there. Maybe. Plus this 48% of that. Definitely like 500, maybe 600 damage. So let's say it's 600, because I don't know. I don't know the exact numbers. Because also at the same time, don't forget, I get 20% weapon damage. So we're going to definitely say it's maybe 612 approximately. So every 2 shots, that's 1,200 damage. So every 4 shots, that's like 2,000 damage. So this gun shreds, simply based upon that stat alone. You can definitely get good builds. You don't need high stat weapons to make them work very well. So yeah, this thing does around about 1,000 something damage every 2 shots. Because let's see, 20% of guys, I had to look up the percentages for this, but 48% plus 73%, so that's definitely dealing over 100% of this. So it is around 600 something damage, you know, per shot. So that would mean that if it's in the 600s, let's just say 600 to be exact. So I'm pretty sure it goes way over just 600. I'm pretty sure it's like 600, maybe 638 damage or something ridiculous like that. But as you guys are seeing, man, this thing is just shredding my enemies, man. This thing does work. And when it comes to crits, you're dealing possibly No. I get the size of it possibly quite a bit. Possibly nearly 3,000, maybe every couple shots, including your crits. Now, I mean, this thing is just with the blink of an eye, man. This is what made Atlas a great company, man. They had the best weapons. Now, if you can somehow find a version of this that does maybe 80% weapon damage, standalone. What I mean by that is, as you guys see in the description, it says plus 40 magazine size, 58 recoil reduction, 73 weapon damage. If you can find one that does like maybe 90 or 80 damage, that's ridiculous. It's got a little sight, so it's got some zoom in. It's got plus 53 fire rate. Now if we go over here, reload speed is 102, accuracy is 153, which means I will essentially be hitting every shot I want because of good reduced recoil. Plus the excessive fire rate, combined with the simple fact of the high damage I'll be dealing. So, yeah. This thing just does work. Now this thing is 288 times 3, which essentially brings it up towards, let's see, 400 damage per shot, roughly. Motherfucker, you won't let me have my fun, will ya? I'm wait till I regenerate my health. What you get? Now I need to find me some health regeneration grenades, and I'm not trying to bullshit you guys on that either. Those actually do exist. Grenades that will actually regenerate your health. But yeah, no, Atlas is the best brand of guns in this game. Just for the simple assault rifle alone, plus the Ares is pretty good. Although for the Ares, you have to destroy the enemy's shield first until you start getting your health regeneration going. That gun will regenerate your health. Which, actually, I wonder if I can trade, because it is a revolver, if I can trade this for the Ares, and the Ares says, let's say, I don't know, 1,200 damage, or just somehow the Ares will do more than this. You know. Plus the benefits of having, you know, high weapon proficiency combined with it. Would that essentially mean that? Would that actually mean that I have the ability to plus regeneration? I don't care about your damn side quest. Actually, a matter of fact, why did I come out all the way out here? Shouldn't I be trying to find a fast travel station? I think as far as an assault rifle goes, this thing's the best possible option to have on me. Now, if Atlas makes a legendary version of this, it's somehow way better, plus it has an element to it, like let's say fire or something, then I would be I'd be so quick to pick it up. But though I do like the non-elemental part of it, because it does... See, the thing about elemental weapons is they do take away the damage, the base damage, in fact, because it has to deal elemental damage over time, so sometimes that means sacrificing base damage. However, that also means that there will be some enemies out there completely immune to elemental damage, as in Borderlands. So to keep the build solid and consistent, I do in fact believe that keeping this non-elemental side the most effective option, because it's probably the highest damage dealing per second. Although if there's one that does a higher amount of base damage, let's say maybe, see this is 300, maybe like 580. On top of that, has a high chance of setting enemies on fire, plus it is like 200 something fire damage per second, then that'll basically mean, you know, any and all things that get in my way are pretty much shredded. Now, if you guys are really interested, I can try to get my hunter class to like max level 69 and try to do a good hunter build. Though it will involve the Bessie, so I'll have to grant for that. The Bessie's the best sniper in the game, no doubt about it. I will say that. I'm not going to say any other sniper is better. The Bessie just... it has such good stability, like it doesn't have any weapon sway or anything when you aim down sight. So you don't need to invest any skills into fixing that issue with a lot of the snipers. Plus on top of that, max weapon proficiency with the Bessie is just the most overpowered thing imaginable. Plus skills and other things to increase the damage of the Bessie, which is basically just going to have you end up doing ridiculous and excessive amounts of damage that's unneeded. Which is good, because in Borderlands you should be dealing more than what you should. You should be overpowered. But on top of that, I'd want to spec into some good pistol damage skills. by the way, a big part I forget if I did or did not mention, but critical hits in this build just pretty ridiculous. So I do in fact have the Slayer ability max topped out, so if the guns themselves don't increase your critical hit damage, then that skill will increase it by 25%. So critical hits are like, I don't know, I think they're 100% of your weapon damage. Although I'm not sure. They do some ridiculous amount of damage, but I'm not sure if they're 100% of your damage or not. But getting that a very high point when you're dealing excessive amounts of damage is utterly amazing. But I'm not too sure on all that. There's still some research I want to do, and I look forward to making more builds for more characters, of course. And just one thing I want to mention real quick is you don't need to have modded weapons to be OP in this game, to be excessively OP, like how I am. By the way, guys, let's go ahead and let's take a look at some of the weapons I'm using. This is a level 51 assault rifle. You can find better variants of these weapons out there. See, and even though I'm 69 farming for these weapons, you can still get lower level variants, which is something I really dislike with this game, because I really wish to get those max level variants to see the fullest potential of my build. So there's still better versions out there of the same guns. Finally, a fast travel station. Thank God. Okay. The vaults. The descent. This is where you will end up farming for all your legendaries, XP, and weapon proficiencies. So now it's time to switch to the Tsunami and Nemesis. I can easily put this away, but I'm just not going to. You know what, man? Fuck this. Oh, Vladov made shotguns? Well, there you go. That's another thing you didn't know about Borderlands 1. Also, Hyperion made assault rifles, rocket launchers. Malawan made shotguns. Torg made SMGs. What's mine at? 60. Mine's better. Oh, forgot you could do some parkour up there. There you go. There's a lot of chests in this area. adjust myself real quick. Trying to look for a better variant of this gun. 2,000? Jesus Christ. Trying to get our pistol proficiency mapped today. Let's look at our pistols right now. See, we're getting up there, man. 60% reload, 90% accuracy, man. Yeah, trust me. By the time I'm done, my pistols are gonna be. These guns are gonna be OP, man. See, look at this thing's accuracy. That thing's pretty damn high. So this thing should be fucking ridiculous. This thing should be godly. If that's gave me a good scope on it, man, this would be a sniper rifle based upon how accurate this thing's looking. Mine's better in almost every way. Nope, in every way. My bad. So yeah, man, you just come back here and slaughter all these guardians, man. They'll drop a lot of EXP. Now this is Borderlands Remastered for the PS4. I enjoy playing this game, to be honest with you guys. I enjoy Borderlands 1. I think it's one of the best Borderlands games out there. Right up there next to Borderlands 2. And we'll say 3. My order of Borderlands is a bit different from everyone else's. I always think the first game's the best because, well, at least for Borderlands I do. Because I will always think this is the best Borderlands game because the builds are so simple. The game is so simple, but it was amazing and excellent. And for its time being, it still holds up for today, even though the game came out in 2009. So, it's something to think about. By the way, the game also sparked a bunch of extra sequels. Ah, see? Already 30. Already like 30% already. Which is good. So we'll be doing a 30% of our damage. Unless I think that's how that works, I'm not sure. Oh no, the higher numbers the better. about to be. See, I'm telling you guys, man, just farm the Guardians, man. The most efficient way to get your proficiencies up. It may take a little bit long to get it max proficiency, but I'm pretty sure if you grind it all out for a day, man, you'll get there. And this is your second playthrough, by the way, guys. This will be your true Vulcan mode. There's a little FTP kill in there. There we go. See, pistol proficiency to 32. Just like that. All you've got to do is just kill all these damn Guardians. Now I wonder if you can go ahead and farm them angelic ruins back in the back in the Mad Moxie DLC. Yeah, the Underground Riot. People call it the Underdome DLC, which it does provide the Underdome, but it is officially called the Mad Moxie's Underground Riot, I believe, which was, if I'm not mistaken, the second DLC released for Borderlands 1, which basically means that was her first appearance in the Borderlands franchise, although she was only mentioned once in Firestone by Scooter, though he doesn't refer to her by her name, if you guys recall. If you know what I'm talking about, it's the fast travel. Not fast travel, but the car station. Where I had to kill Bonehead. But yeah, no. Her first actual appearance was in the Underground Riot DLC. Second official appearance would be in the General Knox DLC. She was not officially she was not part of the original cast of NPCs in the vanilla game, so yeah, but in Borderlands 2 she was, and in Borderlands 3 pre-sequel, and I believe she makes a small cameo in Tales of the Borderlands, the first episode, so. And it's not even really a cameo, it's just really her voice. But, you know, when Zero's talking to her, oh shit. But there. Yeah, man, this whole method's amazing. So, drilling. Oh man, look at this, man. Stats, they only get better, man, I'm telling you. Like, my build is so amazing, man. Like, everything works, man. Everything works. Now, I did not put anything into dazing my enemies. I don't find that to be very cool, man. I find the other skills to be more efficient in doing what they do best. Look, man. Please tell me my proficiency goes higher than that. Please tell me it goes upwards to 50. Yep, it will. I think all of them go to 50. Imagine getting this to you like over 100% weapon damage. My god, if you're doing like 4,000 damage. And that'd be per shot too. Just like that, man. Look at that. Oh my god, man. I'm telling you. This is also an amazing, fantastic way to farm EXP, man. For our characters to get them to level 69. So for a lot of people, they don't really get up to that level. They get up to like 58 or whatever, and they're like, it's really hard to level up now. That's understandable, because it does get pretty hard to level up if you're legitimately just killing bandits and doing side quests. You know, and the way to really get there is by this method here. Also, it increases your proficiencies as a side perk, and there's a lot of extra weapons chests if it is your first time getting level 69. You're going to want to get a lot of loot and a lot of ammunition, so this whole method is really not that hard. It's extremely doable. Highly recommend to do so. However, I will suggest that completing all your side quests and DLCs in your first playthrough will resort to you being like level 48, maybe like 46, 48-ish level by the time you start here. So by the time you're done, you'll be finishing off at around like level 61, plus all your DLC should get you around to like upwards close to like level 68, almost 69. So it depending on if you play your cards right, you could easily beat the game and get to that max level, but you have to put forth the effort, and a lot of times it's excessive grinding. It turns everybody away from the game, and you know, and that's understandable and all that. Yep, there you go. Hyperion assault rifle. Iridian gun. This does 5,000. Alright, guys. That's going to my inventory. I don't care if anyone wants this. Oh yeah, torch sniper rifle. These things are awesome, man. These things kick ass, yo. Watch this. Oh man. Oh snap. How much does this thing do? 1,000? Oh, I guess. Pick myself up some spare guns in case. This thing right here, though, this thing is my, this right here is my everything. Then all you do to rinse and repeat is travel to the descent, right here, and you just rinse and repeat, and you will end up getting to where you want. You will get the weapon proficiencies you want. You will be able to build a maximum build based upon ridiculous amounts of stats. This time, though, however, we're going to be running with my RPG, and so, because I mean, let's look at our thing right here. This is pathetic, man. You want to get your ultimate stats going here. Oh man. Forgot, RPGs can't kill you. That's probably why I turn away from them so much. Look at that. 4 times. Jesus, Harold Christ. Look at that, man. Oh, man, dude. We're going to be maxed out by the time this is done. And Gearbox has always kept this in the game. You could go back on the PS3, go back on Xbox 360, PC, the remastered version, the end of the year editions, all that shit. Even in the PlayStation Now, if you're playing on PS4, oh fuck, we fucked up the parkour to that. You could always do this method, and this is the most efficient method out there that I know of. These Guardians give you so much XP, and it just returns back to you in weapon proficiencies. So, I mean, shit, dude. I mean, look at this, man. Okay, man. So this time, we're going to be running around with, and you know what, man? I think I might just change out my assault rifle to a sniper rifle. It's because, you know. But yeah, man, I really want to be able to deal massive amounts of damage with this here rocket launcher. I have such high amounts of maximum ammo with it. It's just... Man, I think it went down permanently. Yep. Ain't nothing I could have done there. By the way, let's take a look at our sniper rifle. This thing is just ridiculous. Look at this. It is going to be kind of moving around a little bit, but it looks pretty stable to me. I don't know, man. But if you ask me, I think that I think Gearbox went back and totally fixed the issue with these sniper rifles. Now, my big question is, what is a hunter class like with all these good sniper rifles? Plus skills. I mean, I'm pretty sure that you can plus proficiency skills, everything else to make the sniper better, plus good stats. I mean, a couple of elements play into it, and these guys will just stay there, and you send your little burst of damage toward them. work on my RPG one day. But let's think about it, man. If we get up there, maybe at like 50% weapon damage. Oh shit, man. Oh brother. This here sniper rifle is pretty cool too, man. I'll tell you what. Man, but let's see the stats on this here. I don't really want the launcher, I'll be honest with you, but this thing does 5,000, so I mean, shit, if you can somehow double that in 100%, then you'll be dealing upwards like 10,000 or whatever. But that'll be for another day. 4,000 times 3. Plus 100% weapon damage. Oh man, dude, this is. Plus it's in fire elements. Trash. Total trash. Total trash. Total trash. Mind you, this thing does an elemental damage, which I benefit from that somehow. Let's see. Let's find a way. Let's find a way. Okay, so. No, it turns out it does. Elemental effect chance. Pearl Justice, that's what I have. So I think I have a better version of it. Yo, what if it drops the 2,700 variant, yo? I'd piss myself, yo. Like, nah, I'm just kidding. But imagine that it does like 2,700 and it does 200% weapon critical hit damage. That'd be insane. That'd be insane. Okay, now where did it drop? It dropped somewhere out here. This here rocket launcher is insane as well. I prefer this. Okay, stand still, bitch. Dude, that's awesome. I wonder if that rocket launcher is even legit. I want to question that, because I don't even know how I fucking got it, yo. I can't remember. I don't know if I joined a random thing and some dude dropped it and must have blended in with a loot pool, or what happened there. Come on, reload that shit fast, bitch. Come on, bitch, let's go. Damn, yo. Shit. Let's look at that proficiency, though. Oof. This thing's gonna be ungodly by the time we're done. Oh my god, dude, this thing is so accurate, dude. For a rocket launcher, oh my lord. This is some bullshit, man. This rocket launcher is literally a bullshitter, yo. This thing poops out bullshit every day, yo. Check this shit out, man. Watch this. I almost want to stop using this, man, because I don't even think this gun's legit for real. But if it weren't legit, then why is it increasing my proficiency? Don't modded weapons like not benefit from proficiencies? Actually, nah, man. Let's upgrade our. Let's get back to our pistols because we really want these pistols to be very proficient. I wish that proficiencies gave you more stats per level. Like, imagine instead of every level, it adds a different, like, you know, stat. Imagine if it does all of them every level. Just imagine. So we leveled up again. I mean, just look at this shit, yo. This build is unstoppable, man. It really. Oh, well, I mean, I don't know. We died a couple times. Okay, bit the dust a few times, okay, but we're fucking around, you know. Gotta cut us some slack every once in a while. Look at that, man. Oh, this is never ending. You can just farm for hours, dude, for days. For literal days. But you see, here's another problem. These chests will not reset, so that means every time you come back, anything you've already pre-looted will remain looted, so you can't really get anything from that. So that's kind of a small minor downfall. But if you exit and save, however, it's not. But then yeah, of course you have to get through the annoying part of loading, exiting, and loading. But it's not a problem for me. Though it could be a problem for one of you guys, however, if you guys are impatient, and it can be a little time consuming. So it's not the best of my recommendations. This thing is too godly for its stats, although it is a pearl, so I would expect it to be extremely godly. Ooh, getting it, man. Look at that. Ooh, that 24 in reload speed, man. Oh, this thing's gonna be on. Yo, you'd be able to take out Crom with this thing, yo. Or his minions with it. Yo, that's probably a good, efficient method to grind with against the minions with this thing. So I could end up doing that. This is this fire. And I believe the green ones are super susceptible to fire. But man, you just do this, man, and I mean, sooner or later, man, you're gonna, I mean, by the way, this build isn't maxed out yet. Remember, I need to get that transfusion grenade. And I ain't getting some shitty one. I'm getting one that spawns out 50 fucking child grenades. Or the little health things that go around and take up, like, I don't know, 60% of my enemy's health and return it back to me. Like, yo, I don't know, I'm gonna get an overpowered one. You know, I will grind for one, and I will consistently look for one. If I get one, I'll get it, but if I find a better one, you know I'm equipping it. I'm looking for optimal damage, ultimate health in return, all that shit. I will get the best variant of that grenade. If there's a legendary one then that has unique effects to it that stack with it, then I'm getting that one. But we'll see whatever happens for this build, because I want this build to be efficient. I want this build to be godly. I want this build to be everything, man. Now, by the way, I will admit this, guys, and someone should leave me a comment in the comment section below. Is this shield legit? Its stats seem to be pretty legit, and I don't know if the Omega is a real shield in the game, but for its level and its stats seem pretty accurate, especially for a Pearl. I actually remember getting it from a Crimson Lance chest, so I thought it was pretty legit, but I'm thinking, does a Pearl shield really exist? So someone please leave in the comment section below, any of you Borderlands experts out there. I'd consider myself a somewhat expert, but that's only because obviously I've been playing Borderlands since 2009. I know a lot about the game. I know a lot, so I'm pretty sure it is a legit, though I can't remember. It's been a long time since I played Borderlands 1 on the PS3. Look at that. I wonder if the Angelic Ruins is a other efficient way to farm for all this shit. Look at that, 180 in critical hit. Imagine if that were on that assault rifle I got. I low-key kind of want to get my RPG maxed so that I can get the optimal performance out of it. But I want to get this maxed too. It says plus 90% reload speed. What if I get that to like 130 reload? Just that swift-ass reload. Like, nothing will stop me, dude. Like, I mean, I will say this in the most... Nothing can... I'm a fucking beast, yo. Nothing can get in my way. Besides falling off the map. Oh, man. Oh, look at that money, too, man. Yo, I think I've achieved God status. I mean, shit, you guys can too. I mean, it's not impossible. All I gotta do is get a good pearlescent weapon. I'm about to look up this gun right here. Someone look this up for me. The RWL-16 Shredder Undertaker. Is this a real take 'em under? It looks as if it's pretty legit, but I mean, ×3, I mean, shit, that's like that's like 12,000 damage. That's like 12,000 damage plus a 106% extra damage percentage. So that's like 20-something thousand. Which is utterly fucking preposterous in my opinion. Which it may be, you know, this may be the early form of the North Fleet though. That's what I'm thinking actually, that's my theory. I think this, the Undertaker, if in fact it is legit, it is what would happen if the North Fleet were an original weapon. This would be like the prime version of them adding an RPG that is the best in the game. Because there's no other reason why an RPG should be that overpowered. Because RPGs already do excessive amounts of damage. Although they're not really the best in the game, so I wonder if they were just experimenting around a little bit. Okay, this is a good surface. Will I make it? Oh, barely. Don't recommend doing it, it's really hard to do. because the frames per second and the movement speed get in the way of making that jump. That's hard to do. Oh man, dude, this thing's redonkulous, yo. If I can get more capacity and overall. Okay, let my fire damage kind of destroy shield. Oh man, oh look at that at 12. Oh brother. 12% weapon damage. Oh man. I wonder if I have the ability to increase the fire damage. Yeah, I wish the fire damage had like 80,000 damage per second. Imagine that. Nothing would be able to survive. Obviously that's unrealistic, that entire thought process. But man, let me tell you. And this weapon just is impossible to fucking beat, yo. I mean, it could very well be possible to beat, but I don't know about all that. Man, look at that, 126 accuracy. Oh man, this weapon just, I love the look of the projectiles. It makes it look like water, but it's not. I think this is a beautiful weapon. And by the way, this gun returns in Borderlands 3. I don't think it's as godly as this version, but obviously it's a lot better than this version. If the Borderlands 3 variant were in this, then they would literally, because the base damage is like in a couple thousand. But obviously 1,000 damage is nothing in Borderlands anymore. I don't know if you guys recall, but in Borderlands 2, you're when you reach like level, 30, there's a couple weapons that do 1,000 damage. Not very much, but at level 30. By the way, when you reach like, let's say, oh man, look at that. What did it upgrade? I think it upgraded, yeah, it upgraded my accuracy, so the next one should upgrade my damage. Essentially what I want. So I want to make the most ungodly build here. That's legitimate. Now if I get a modded tsunami that does excessive damage, then literally nothing will stop me. But as far as to be legit on, Borderlands 1, for legit players, I understand that mods are not the way to play any game. But of course, having a couple of modded things isn't all too bad. I will say a couple of things here, but one of them is definitely going to be along the side that, well, if in fact Borderlands 3, what am I even talking about? If in fact in Borderlands 1, and it's such an old game, I mean, I don't see anything super wrong with modding, but just remember, you're not doing it legit. However, I will try to play as legit as I can. And to be honest with you guys, I don't think that rocket launcher is legit, but it could be. I'll do my research on it, guys, and I'll get back to you guys in that part 4 of Borderlands 1. Let's get it. This is kind of a new series I've started officially now. I want to make this official. I will be posting more of these videos, but I'll have to do a lot of behind the scenes kind of thing to make this work. I have to go ahead and make sure my builds are legit. And so this is a new one I just started today, though it's kind of been leading up to this point. Although I've decided, you know what, man, I know about how to get my weapon proficiency, so I got the max for my assault rifles from grinding this method. And that's only because, I had this really shitty assault rifle. I wanted to test what happened if you had max proficiency. But I'm wondering now, I mean, shit. Oh, this was 180% critical hit damage plus 66% damage at just 1,000 base damage. Yo, this thing's OP. So that does 180 critical hit damage, and with my Slayer, it does 25%. So that does about 200% critical hit damage. and the base damage to that's 1,000. Well, or more or less. So that's like, damn, son, that's just OP, man. That's just OP. But yeah, man, once you've obtained to this point, man, nothing really gets... 1,000 damage in this game is something easy to do, more or less, depending on your skills and personal preferences, and character choices, and stuff of that sort. But, yeah, we'll just go up to say... Yeah, we'll just go up to say... the Borderlands 1 is definitely one of my favorite Borderlands games. Oh, what is this upgrade? 39 weapon damage. Let's get it, yo. We're getting there, man. We're getting to rank 40 almost. We caught up with my pistols. Now I need to get I need to get all these to level 50. So any weapon I pick up, I can immediately work with. Because mind you, this entire thing will end up helping you guys. Well, I think anyway, the contents of this video are, you know, if you guys like this series, which I'm not seeing a lot of success from doing it, I don't care. Those who really want to watch it though, feel free to watch it, please, and thanks. But for those that don't like the series but are watching it now, please leave in the comment section what I should do right or something I should do differently to make it accord to you guys. Your feedback means the world, because it basically essentially means it addresses what I'm doing wrong. And so I don't know if I don't know if this gun right here is modded. I'm pretty sure it is. But I'm not sure. I want to know if it's a legit weapon. If it isn't legit, I don't care. I'm still use it. It's a god gun. It is a god gun. Let's actually let's test this out at the Trash Coast. Let's go ahead and let's try this out on the Rack Hive real quick. Okay. All you have to do is go up to here. My dumbass went all the way across the fucking map to 5 other locations to find another fast travel. So that means I'm retarded in some regards. Launcher SDU, you cannot use that. I'm already at 33. Yo, I think I maxed out on the SDUs. I think I had the maximum potential capacity. Although I wish the SDUs could bring it upwards a couple thousand for your rocket launchers. To just have more viable builds. Look at that, man. This is a pretty accurate launcher, man. I can't lie to you. That's pretty good. Well, now it's just becoming like one hit. Sometimes. It's that perfect critical. Imagine a badass ring sword thing and you glitch him to the point where you have like 1,000 damage. And, oh man, that would be ridiculous. Oh, then at that point, one hit everything. Even Cromarax, I mean. Because Crom is an actual character, my bad. Alright, Rack Hive, where are you? Oh, I think he despawned. I think I need to exit and save. God damn it. But yeah, now I want to go ahead and grind later on today for some better variants of items I already have so that I can potentially max my build to its maximum full-on 100% potential to go ahead and use. So, yeah, you know. I think we're gonna get 50% weapon damage from my tsunami. I wish SMGs. Let's look at the tsunami for one before we start judging it. It says very high elemental effect chance, which is very accurate. Plus, it has a rank 4 times 4 elemental multiplier, which will essentially, I don't know how that really works, but it has a 4.3 times weapon zoom. Imagine if this thing had a 180 damage multiplier for your critical hits, and it did plus 46% weapon damage. Then this thing would essentially shred. I mean, the tsunami has an interesting look to it, I'm not gonna lie to you either. I kind of like the way it looks. I like the light, I like that kind of dark but light blue look to it. And then it has the kind of mint green, kind of shiny mint green. You don't know it's really shiny until, of course, it passes by through a shadow. Like, watch. We go, oh. Oh, we can't have that. A big fucker, we can't have that. Alright. How is that possible? Should be shredding down his health. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, dude. Yo, it boosted me up, yo, what? Look at that. Let's go, let's reload. Oh, that's so much faster. Oh man, I'm gonna do that for a while actually. Just bust down that motherfucker's health, man. And make this thing perform to the ultimate extent. And I grind out my pistols a different way, because my pistol shooting that fucker ain't gonna do anything for my pistols. I mean, maybe I might just finish it off with him, but you can do either method. Whatever works for you guys, whatever you guys think is most efficient. Anyway, guys, I'll see y'all later in the next time. I am gonna be grinding for better weapons, better equipment, better loot in general, and all of my weapon proficiencies to be maxed out, so that, you know, perhaps, you know, I'm ungodly.